You have a question?
All right, we continue this evening's press conference. We have head coach Pascal Jansen. If you have any questions in the room, please raise your hand. We'll start with JJ, followed by Matt, then Juan Carlos.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can you just talk about the leadership of Maxi out there tonight? He's been a leader across all season, getting the big goal for you guys.
Massive goal today, but it's not only about today. His leadership was there from day one. He's been a great inspiration for the whole dressing room since day one, because he came back from a severe injury last season, and if you see how much commitment he's shown throughout the season to be available and bring the level to the game that he's done, this doesn't surprise me, and I'm very happy for him and for the team with a fantastic goal.
Matt?
Hey Coach, Matt Mank, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Obviously you guys were without your key players, but the replacements did a really good job today. Just talk about how you're able to get it done, without your best players.
That's a team effort in general. We obviously know that we've lost big players in Alonso and Pepe, Aiden not being available because of suspension. But if you see how Kevin and Johnny made our heartbeat work again in the middle, that was really impressive. And for Johnny in particular, it also doesn't surprise me with Johnny, because once he had played so many games at the beginning of the season and Pepe was ready to play, he quietly went out of the team, but his training level was incredible. So his performance is just a reflection of how the kid has been working his training sessions since then.
Juan Carlos?
Hi Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Just talk to me about, Matt Freeze is coming in, a good moment in the national team. Now today with an outstanding performance for the team, just a few words on that.
Yeah, well, I think it's very clear why Matty is the number one in the US national team, especially with the big saves in the second half in a very important phase of the game when you see Philly is trying to throw everything at us. The save and at the back post area was incredible, but it also shows his quality has grown throughout the season so much. So I think his performance shows in general how much he's grown through the season.
No, and then George, and then Shane.
Coach, we're on for leadership. I said it to you in Charlotte, and I said it to you in the press conference. You're able to diversify the team. It is amazing. How were you able to do it again today with all the missing pieces?
Yeah, we're missing big pieces, guys that have played many games, but the foundation is always laid on the training pitch. So like I explained you guys just now with Johnny Shore, that goes for everybody, nobody excluded. So once we knew how to fix the new heartbeat with these two guys in the middle, we were very confident that they would bring their game to the pitch today, and they did that. And the team adjusted also pretty well with Nico and Maxi up front, finding those spaces that are very interesting to play against Philly. And then you see how we score the goal is a good example of the flexibility that we have in the team.
Then what can you say to the fans that came out today? I know you guys went and celebrated with them.
Yeah, I was impressed. The whole part of the away fans was filled with light blue, and I could hear the chant during the national anthem as well. So that always helps an extra 20 to 25%, and I'm very happy for them, and I hope they are very proud of us.
George?
Can you talk a little bit about the boys that you saw from Johnny Shore being so young and on the bright lights, big game? Can you just talk a little bit about that?
The funny thing about Johnny is, like, if you see the kid play tonight, I'm asking myself what would impress him, because he just goes out there and plays his game. And like I said, and I showed the guys in the pre-match meeting a short video clip by Kobe Bryant, and Kobe explains how he remained so cold when he was playing and so confident, because as he explained to the guys, and unfortunately he's not with us anymore, but we can use those lessons. He said to the guys in that video, I'm not worried because I've done it 1,000 times already in training, in your preparation. And this was a very good example by Johnny, but the rest of the team as well, that we were so confident playing the way we do because the foundation was laid on the training pitch.
Shane?
Hey Coach, Shane, New York. We kind of talked about it a little bit already, but can you talk a bit about Nico leading the line today with Maxi? Obviously provided the assist, but coming through.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit just about his performance and also talk a little bit about the goal itself and how you were with that?
Yeah. The interesting thing I see with my boys, Maxi and Nico in particular, with that goal, the setup, but it's also Tavon and Agu in that moment, how we get away from their pressure, because you're going to experience intense pressure against Philly. So to get away from those type of moments is very impressive. And then it's in the final third is something that we work on quite a bit, is making sure that the minds are in sync. So you could see this pass from Agu that goes back inside, that Nico is already aware of what Maxi is going to do, because we have certain principles in our game which were executed with the goal in perfection, with the finishing touch of Maxi. And then you see the intelligence in those moments is from a very high level.
Sean, and then Javier.
Coach, Coach, a lot of questions control by your team. What was your thought process on everyone?
Well, at some point, especially here in Philly, with the players they have and the way they play, that phase is going to come, and that they will get their moments, and they did. Then it's always a very pleasant thought that you have Matty Freese in the goal, like I explained to you guys earlier on, because he is one of the best there is, and he's in a good shape, and showed that again tonight. But also, if you see the commitment and the resilience that the team shows in particular moments to defend with their lives and have that block or throw their body in between the shot and the goal, it's so impressive. But again, also that foundation was laid on the training pitch.
Javier?
Yeah, there were a few games throughout the season in the MLS that he played as a double six, either going into a second half. I think the game Charlotte away was one of those moments. And the fluidity in our play, especially in possession, requires sometimes that a fullback positions himself into midfield. And that's something that we've been working on from day one as well, to establish certain shapes in possession so we can get more bodies up front. So when Kevin came back from the national team, he could already sense in the training exercises that we had planned for the week and the days that he was there, that he was an option to go into the central part of the pitch. And a huge compliment to him also for the execution today.
JJ?
Pascal, Micha hasn't had a lot of playing time in the second half. What have you seen from him, either from the small ups or in practice, that made you feel comfortable coming out there tonight?
I'm going to repeat myself. The guys, the commitment and the quality they've shown throughout the season in the training sessions is incredible. So even when your perspective changed, like for Johnny or for Micha, the same, because he played quite a bit in the first part of the season, they were disappointed. Micha was disappointed, but you'll have certain conversations with him, make sure that he stays attached to the team. The leadership team within the group also taking care of him, because they realize he's disappointed, but he has to stay with the team. And that is something that we've emphasized from the beginning of the season, because that's a choice you make. You can either stay connected or you disconnect. And when you disconnect, you put yourself out of the dressing room. That's not me, that's you. And the team will never allow that to happen. So they keep everybody on board. So for Micha, the same. Knowing that Tavon was bringing quite decent level to the game, he had to be patient and make sure he stayed available and be ready when called upon.
Great. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you guys, ladies.